What's up, everybody? I'm Jessica and welcome to In the Studio. Today we are in Brooklyn, New York at the home studio of our fabulous guest, who is a funk soul pop artist that goes by the name of Honey Larochelle. We're going to talk about her journey through the music industry, the support that she's gotten from both the New York and LA scenes, and of course her experience on NBC's The Sing-Off. We're also going to play a fun game to get her honest opinion on some of today's top music artists, so trust me, you're not going to want to miss this, so stay tuned. So we are in the studio with the fabulous Miss Funk Pop Soul Diva Honey. Welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, welcome to In the Studio.
Thank you very much.
I have to formally introduce you to our lovely viewers.
Yes.
So
thank you and welcome to my studio.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I love it. It's so quaint. I've never done an interview on a couch, so I'm actually kind of loving this. This is spoiling me.
It actually looks good on you. You should think about making this happen more regular.
Yeah, hello. Well, let's talk about you. Right,
Okay.
there are a lot of different layers to you, and we have a fabulous discussion coming up. But first, I want to talk about your background and kind of how you got into music, because you have a very beautiful voice, and I know getting into the music industry is not necessarily the easiest thing to do.
True.
Okay. So tell me how you got kind of started in the music business.
Ooh, well, my mom's a singer, and she was a single mom. So when I was a kid, I was going on tours with her. I was always in the studio at her rehearsals, it was always music. Like, my birthday parties just turned into all of her musician friends coming over and having potluck jam sessions. So I've always been a musician, and she was kind of pimping me out to the commercials.
Oh, was she?
Yeah, she's a momager.
Momager?
Yeah, just a little bit, But, I just have had a lot of good luck, I think. My journey's been beautiful, and it's really all about the journey. Lived in a lot of cities, and in every city there's been somebody really influential who's just come and shown me things and taken me under their wing, and here I am.
Let's talk about the music industry today, right? So we're in New York right now, and you're here just for a few weeks, but you are based in LA. But I want to talk about specifically the New York music scene, because from what I've seen, what I've heard through the interviews that we've done, it's a very supportive music scene here in New York. So can you kind of describe your experience with the New York music scene versus the LA music scene, and just your experience with it?
Okay, when I first got to New York, I was welcomed with open arms. I was fully accepted, and still to this day, the people that became my friends when I got here are still my friends now.
Right.
And by friend, I mean musical friends that are incredible musical geniuses who will still donate their talents just to share art. For Brooklynites especially, specifically, it's about the art, I feel like. And if you see somebody's art and you respect them and you admire them, you're gonna, reach a hand out. You're gonna lend a hand, and you're gonna wanna do something, collaborate in some way with that person. But LA, there's the same thing is possible there. There's just also this Hollywood blanket, But the Hollywood thing is it's acting. It's the acting scene, but it sort of trickles over. And there are some Hollywood musicians in Hollywood. But there is community available there too. I mean, I think musicians in general, all around the world, just want to help each other, and we all want to reach the top, and
and just bond over music.
Yeah,
I love what you do.
It's a beautiful thing to share.
Now, we met when you were performing at Queen Genius's conference, and you were amazing, and you walked through the crowd, and you did your thing, and you were just angelic, and your voice was up here, and it was slow, and then it was, I'm sure it was tiring, but I'm pretty sure it was not more tiring than your time at NBC's The Sing-Off.
No.
Now, we don't really get to talk to many people who are on a national show such as that, and I'm sure the experience of doing something like that is much more different than an intimate performance amongst music lovers. So can you kind of walk us through the experience? You were there with a group called Voice Play.
Yeah.
So kind of just walk us through that whole nostalgic, I'm sure it was nostalgic, but can you walk us through that?
It was out of this world. I mean, it was a completely different experience from being an indie artist in Brooklyn or in LA or wherever. Voice Play is a group of guys that I've known for years. and I used to sing a cappella with them back when I lived in Orlando. And they called out of the blue randomly. I was on tour. I was in Europe. They were like, we want to do this television show, but they want us to have a lead singer that's female, and so we thought of you. Would you be into it? And I was like, no, like, are you kidding? I'm not doing a cappella. Like, I'm a soul wreck. Like, I'm a recording artist and I'm on tour. Like, really? What do you want me to do? So they did a lot of convincing. We did a lot of back and forth. I was hemming and hawing, but I so don't regret it at all. It was a wonderful window into how the machine works. And, you know, being camera ready at 8 a.m., that was definitely the hardest thing of my...
8 a.m.?
You know what I'm saying? I'm a musician. We go to bed at 4 or 5. And so that was really tough. Like, that was really challenging. And they're not forgiving. They're like, listen, because the cameras are rolling. So however you're looking is how you're going to look in front of 5 to 10 million people. So the stakes are higher. But, you know, it's a great experience. I got to meet Sean Stockman, who I've adored since I was a little girl. And Ben Folds and Jewel. Nick Lachey, who's just like a Ken doll.
Well, I know you're not good at choosing, but we are going to play a game.
Okay.
That we talked about earlier.
Oh, goodness.
And you're going to have to choose the sing whether they can sing. And disclaimer, the name of this game is called Sing or Sang. Now, singing is a person who can sing is somebody who has a great voice. They can sing. They have beautiful tones to their voice. And they're good. Nothing bad. But singing, right? Singing is when they can blow, where they can just, you see them perform and you're like, encore, right? So we're going to play
the ones that make you make the stank face.
That makes you make, can you do the stank face? There's a stank face. If you get that face one more time, that means they can sing, okay?
It's like some
like something just, you just, and you get the shoulder go up, ooh, shout. That's a singer,
yes.
okay? There's a lot of wonderful singers in this world.
Amen.
So I'm going to shout out some names. And you're going to say sing, or you're going to give me the same face and say sang. Okay? Can we do that?
Yes.
Okay. And
let's go.
There is no shade in this game.
Except for all the shade that I'm throwing.
She could throw the shade.
I'm just teasing.
All right. Now I'm going to start off obvious. Beyonce.
Sang.
Sang. Aretha Franklin.
Sang.
There's different levels to singing too,
You
as we can see. It's sang.
You went all the way to Aretha. Like, that's where it ends, really.
It's like sang, you know. Jill Scott.
Sing.
Sing?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's dope.
She's amazing. I love me some Jilly from Philly.
Of course.
Tank.
I'm not really that well versed. I know he looks good.
Oh, he's gorgeous.
Yeah, so if that's...
Okay, so she said fine.
Yeah.
You got a stank face for Tank. You got a stank face for being fine, honey. Tyrese.
Tyrese can sing, for sure.
Kelly Rowland.
Sing.
Whitney Houston.
Sang.
Sang, of course. Mariah Carey.
Sang.
Sang.
And sometimes just sing.
Depends on the day. I love me some Mariah.
You know, but you're going to release 11 albums.
I mean, and be
you
one
can't
of
have every single one and be like incredible.
Janet Jackson.
Sing.
Jennifer Hudson.
Sang.
She's right.
Cole Williams.
Brandy.
Oh, Brandy. Brandy's amazing. It's very interesting, that one. That one makes me pause. Because she's like perfect.
She is.
She's not just a good singer, but she also doesn't wail. Like, what I love about her is that her tone is smooth all the way across.
So
like,
smooth.
No matter what note she sings, she's always got control of her levels. And that's like the testament of a perfect singer.
Yeah.
She's perfect.
She's perfect. She's not even singing or saying. She's just perfection.
Yeah.
Glorious.
Yes.
Amen to Brandy. Anthony Hamilton.
Okay, sang.
He can sing, right?
For sure.
Yeah, he's awesome. And let me do one more that can be quite tricky. I want to do a male. There's not that many male singers out here these days. No,
I know. We have to go back in time to
Gosh. Smokey Robinson.
Oh, well, obviously.
Hey! We're gonna spend too much time together. We up here harmonizing. I don't even sing. I told since my Mariah coming back, my Mariah moment then came back. Up a high note. I don't even do this, okay? But yes, Smokey, we love Smokey. Yes. Definitely. Well, yeah, you did a good job at the game. High five.
Thank you.
Sing or sang.
Did I win? Did I win?
You win. You get a prize.
Shiny prize.
Yes, I'm gonna have to figure that out at the end. Yes, I have no idea, but
Yes, I like shiny things, just so you know.
Just saying that, fellas. Shiny things. Okay. So let's talk about your music. You have a couple of great singles out. You have Heaven.
Yes.
And Fight for Him.
Yeah.
Can you kind of give us a song of Fight for Him? Interesting song that is. Can we kind of go into the background of Fight for Him? Because a part of me feels like that's based on a true story. I could be wrong, but yeah.
Well, you know, we don't have to divulge everything.
Not everything, but background on Fight for Him.
Some of it's true. Some of it I had to just like enhance to make it a good story. So yeah, the song is about a girl knocking on the door of her man and realizing that it's not actually her man because it's not actually even his crew. And then the woman who actually does own the home has to put on some gloves and do some whooping. Basics.
Hello. Life imitates art. Or art imitates life. I don't know what the phrase is, but I mean, you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying.
Totally. Got you.
And then Heaven.
Heaven. That's my baby.
That's your baby. Can you tell our viewers about Heaven? Because we want all of you to watch it after this. So go watch the video on YouTube, right?
Yeah, it's available on YouTube.
Yes. So tell us about Heaven, how you kind of came up with
Heaven
this song.
is my ode to Marvin Gaye. I mean, it's definitely a song for making love. It's about making love. It's supposed to be the soundtrack for making love. It's just a beautiful song that makes you feel good. It's got vibe, It's the type of tune that even though I made the record, I will sit and listen to it over and over again because it's just, the producer, Daniel Friedel, he played every instrument in one take, and it's one of those stank face kind of tunes. Just makes you
one shoulder pop with it too, like get the lean.
Yeah, that's Heaven.
That's Heaven. I love it. Well, your music is very awesome. I love vibing to your music. I love seeing you perform live. And we thank you so much for gracing our lovely camera and being in the studio with us.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So please tell everybody where they can find you, tweet you, look at your website, just do the rundown.
HoneyLarochelle.com @Gmail, on Facebook, on Twitter, Instagram. Honey Larochelle, HoneyLarochelle.
Perfect. And we will be staying in touch with
Yes.
Again, I am Jessica. You're watching In the Studio, and we just spoke with the fabulous funk, pop, soul diva, Miss Honey. So we will see